Hi guys, it's Share with Peace and Love Readings. You know how you can't turn your mind off sometimes. I guess that today would be like one of those days. Some days are easier than others to turn your mind off, and mine doesn't want to turn off today. So I said, well, and I just couldn't sleep. And sometimes spirit talks in the strangest ways. I've already said some prayers and burnt some Palo Santo. And I try to, when I go throughout the week, think of things that are important to me spiritually. And hopefully they're important to you spiritually. I don't know about you guys, but like right now, if I look around, it seems like my whole life is a mess. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of how I feel. Whoa. And I'm like, I need to be bigger and stronger with my faith and with my, I think I need to just sometimes you need to pray and ask for help. And I find that it's very effective. So this is, pretty late night reading. There's a sign on or sticky note. I have sticky notes everywhere on my bulletin board, and it says, what path is it energetically expensive for you to stay on? How much of it is costing you? How much is it costing you? Not just money-wise, mental-wise, emotional, physical, spiritual, emotional. What is it like? The basic question when I wrote that message down that day was is there anything left after you give to everyone? Do you have anything left to give? And that's a very, sorry for the PJs, it's late, it's 1:55 in the morning in Aurora. I'm in Aurora, Colorado. But back to the subject at hand. Is there anything left when you give to everyone else? How much does it cost energy-wise? I mean, everything is energy, and we're energy, and we're surrounded by energy. So when we put our energy into things like worry, fear, self-preservation, the path we're supposed to be on, how we pay the bills, thoughts about our children, our personal relationships, how much energy do we put into things that do not serve us? Is, I guess, what I'm getting here. Sometimes, and if you don't know me, I'm Cher. I'm an intuitive. I have a website called peaceandlovereadings.com. This is a semi-new journey for me. I've been intuitive my entire life, but it's new to share it with people. I've been pretty private up until recently, and I was led by Spirit to share, and so I did. And as I'm sitting here talking to you at this crazy hour of the morning, thinking, man, I should be in bed asleep, I looked up and I saw a sign, and it says, it's a prayer I really like. It's the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me, and the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is. And it's like, I know I sound a little over the top spiritual, but it's my whole life I've talked to God. And do you know that, like, he or she, whatever you want to call, uh, never is not there. Like, God's on speed dial. God is always there, and it has never mattered where I was when I wanted to talk to God. If I were on my knees and praying and pleading and begging with God, instead of having enough faith to know that He knows the way we should go. One of the most profound prayers in my entire life was, Lord, put me where you want me. And He did. Excuse the he, she stuff. He did. He put me where He wanted me. And, but for me to say that prayer, it was total release and total surrender. And He put me where He wanted me. And it was probably one of the better places. It wasn't something I could have done. It was not anything that I could have made possible. But with God, yeah, all things are possible. And have faith. And there's a lot of things that we turn to in times of extreme chaos. Extreme chaos is the word I'm looking for. I don't know about you, but right now my life is a little extreme and a little chaotic. But it's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm doing something that I love to do, and that is spread peace and love. Believe it or not, that's not something I really thought. I didn't grow up going, oh, I want to spread peace and love in the world. It just doesn't happen. It's a path that you get on, and it's a lot of work, and it's very rewarding, but it's also it requires great commitment and discipline. And when God is talking to you at 2:00 in the morning, and you just feel like you're supposed to get up and do a reading, you get up and you do it. And I always think, to whom much is given, much is required, and it's true. You can't be given such a wonderful, beautiful blessing, gift from God, and not there are obligations that come with gifts. And I, normally I read cards, and I started off and I was like, I'm going to read the cards, and I feel like Source is speaking through me now, so I'm going to just go with it. But there are obligations that come with gifts, huge obligations sometimes, but sometimes they're huge gifts. And, it's the book of Job. Who are you to question me? God is like, who are you to question me? Do you make, and guys, I'm not quoting this verbatim, but it's like, do you make the stars in the sky? Do you make the sun rise? Just all of these amazing things in the world that have happened, that God made happen. And His question is basically, who are you to question me? And there have been some times in my life, man, I'm like, I have questioned it. And I think we all have. And but the thing about it is it's right. Who are you to question me? There's, God has a path for us. Of course, we have free will. But, it's just about just being here now. And honestly, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm having a nice cup of some beautiful tea. And I was fortunate enough to get some extra tarot decks in the past month or so. And they're beautiful, and they're not God. They're not, they're not foolproof. Don't rely on them. Take what resonates. Don't base your life on it. Connect with your higher power and base your life on that. That's the important thing. And your mindset, if you change your mind, you can change your world. And it took me a long time to realize that. And the thing about it is it's true. It's very hard to 100% be positive, or oh my goodness, the world is going to be beautiful today, and all those things are hard. And then sometimes life just kicks our behind, and we're like, just out of left field, like, where did this come from, and how did this happen, and how did I get here? And it's just, honestly, I'm being told it's one more life lesson. It's something. It's a growth process. Some lessons are harder than others, but they're lessons. And I've had some lessons that have just, man, kicked my behind. Some really crazy lessons. And but I'm still here. I'm still standing. And I'm looking like backwards because I'm watching the camera, and I could have sworn I saw some kind of little light flash or something. And lovely live YouTube. No ego here, though. When God calls, you're not like, hey, let me go put some makeup on and fix this hair. Sometimes sometimes people need people, and it doesn't matter the hour or the day or the minute. I'm thinking, how the heck did I get here? Is this my life? Am I a YouTube content creator? Yeah, I am. Does anybody watch them? I don't know. I hope so. I get some really nice compliments sometimes, and it makes me feel good. I try not to let ego be any part of this. Love, yes. Peace, whoa, I don't know about that. It depends on the day. And I'm being a little out there tonight, but I want what I tell people to make a difference in their lives. But I also want to, I want to be real. And I want a good life. And I have a good life. And I meet a lot of great people. And it's fun. It's not always fun. Sorry for that. It's not always fun, trust me. And yeah, I've met some really interesting people in my life. And but the message I'm getting is you gotta push through. That saying, you're stronger than you think you are. Trust me. When it comes down to crazy, life-altering situations or circumstances, I want to say you're stronger than you think you are, but it's not always true. What is true is that if you connect to your higher power and you pull from deep within your soul and you push forward, not because of just you, but because of others in your life, because of what can be, what is possible, and the difference that you make. Something bit me. It's probably God telling me to stop talking so much. Happens. I've been told that before. I'm yeah, okay. Let them talk or whatever. It's true though. But you make a difference, you know? I mean, I know I sound a little sappy, but it is 2 o'clock in the morning. And if you haven't met me before, I'm Cher. I'm an intuitive. Um, when I first started this, I was really, really afraid to put myself out here. But I've learned there's a lot of really nice people in the universe. Occasionally, not so nice, but I like to think most people are nice. And so I had this like crazy crisis situation happen in my life. And honestly, something most people would just truly just, I don't know what you would do. Maybe one day I'll share it. I don't know. But it was truly life altering, life changing, and not in a good way. But as a result, this channel and my website came out of it. Got to work on the website. Any content people want to help with my website, please shoot me an email. Anyway, I did get some fun cards to play with. I want to play with the cards. But if you're out there and you're listening, which probably not, because most people aren't up at this hour of the day. I guess it's Tuesday, yeah. Um, sorry, I was just, sometimes I have to be quiet, be still. That's the message. Be still and know I am God. So you can hear your messages. Some of you have a hard time just stopping. I do. Try to sit down and be this crazy. Okay. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay. So this little tiny blip was showing up in the camera and is a it turned out to be a little teeny tiny bug flying around on my screen. Cracked me up. I was like, man, we're really getting spiritual here. Okay, go home, little bug. And okay, goodbye, little bug. Okay, so sorry, back to real life. Anyway, if you're out there and you have a question, I do receive messages through Source, sometimes in the darndest ways, but I get messages and they're quite interesting. Let's just, now that let's pull a card here and see what we have, what kind of messages we have from Source. I've already prayed and everything. If you need, guidance or clarity, I'll be happy to pull a card for you. There's no obligation or fee. This is not really about the money. Let's see what Source has for us. Crocus. Opening. Tender crocus is one of the first flowers to appear in the spring. She is gently reminding you to be open to the beauty and softness of the world, even though it may seem harsh and inhospitable at times. Trust in the process. Open and accept the possibility that there is love and magic surrounding you always. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. Let's see if I can try to make it not so bright so you can see the cards. Maybe that's better. It's not a perfect system. I have a very basic system, but it works sort of mostly. Anyway, this is the card. It's a beautiful flower. And so Source is asking you to be open to new possibilities, new things that are coming your way. Maybe even some things you hadn't thought about that you need to visit or look at. There's a lot of Oh, that's what it is. There's a lot of feedback, like a lot of noise that I'm hearing in like in the background. And I feel like that someone out there they're having this problem. They can hear like it's all this noise, and because there's so much noise, they're having a hard time quieting their brain, and so that they can look at just the total picture of it. Does that make sense? And so the message here is to, whatever the first thought comes, take that and deal with it, and then set it aside, and then do the next one and the next one. And pretty soon you're going to look, and it's like a long, winding road that I see. And it's like there's all these signs where you've passed all these problems. But when you look at it as this giant I'm sorry, I'm so Southern sometimes, and giant group of problems, it seems insurmountable. But if you do it just a little space at a time, I know I went to see Mother Cabrini's shrine, and there's a lot of steps going up to it. But I just had a little time with a friend, and it's a beautiful day, and the view was beautiful, and just all of it. It's quite gorgeous. If you get to Colorado, you should go there and check it out. Anyway, let's see what else Source has for us. What other things? Oh, release. Okay, we're going with the book thing. Man, why are we going with the book thing? Okay, let's try it. Release, connection, and abundance. All right, I get that message. Okay, so this is a strong message here for someone. You're supposed to, like a flower, but you're fragile. You've been broke, you've been hurt, and you're supposed to like gently allow yourself to be open. It's because you're so afraid of sharing, or I don't know what it is. It's like there's this fear that you have, and I get it. But start to try to be more open and to release. Okay, and that's the dandelion. And that card is basically saying, let it go. Whatever is here, whatever is hindering you, if it's alcohol, if it's drugs, if it's sex, whatever it is, if it's playing like this huge, crazy part in your life and you're giving it more energy and it's costing you so much energy that there is nothing left, is it the right path for you? Maybe you have to change your path. But no one can decide that for you or tell you how or what. There's free will always. But you're being asked to make a connection. I really don't know who I'm reading for, but this seemed important. You're being asked to make a connection. And I'm being told to read this card. Excuse me 1 second. Alexa, turn the music down some. The card says, when you are feeling, Alexa, pause music. The card says, when you are feeling weary, exhausted, and disconnected from your earthly pursuits, Lady Slipper can help restore your soul's connection to your physical body. She will help infuse your daily life with guidance and intuition directly from the divine source so that you can fully enjoy and participate in life. Inhabit and explore your sensual body and walk the path your soul intends. Sometimes, guys, when you are so exhausted and so weary and so tired and so disconnected from everything, you have to look and think, oh, Did I veer off my path? Did I take a wrong turn? Did I just get exhausted and stop by the side of the road to sleep under a tree? You know what happens? Sometimes we just check out. Sometimes it's so freaking hard to live, and it's hard, universe. But you are being called to allow for that, your higher source, tap in. And this is going to lead to abundance, but I don't think, let's see what the best lighting is. So bad with cameras. I'm going to have to take a class on cameras. Anyway, this will lead to abundance, but I'm not talking about not talking about money. I mean, there's money. There will be money. I can see that. You're encouraged to joyfully embrace life's bewildering array of uncertainties with the kind of confidence that does not require too much thought. Go with the flow and what feels right. Abundance is the knowledge and security that comes with the acceptance that all your needs are being met. So, Source is saying, look, okay, I finally got the message. It's pretty late, but I'll take it. Source is saying, look, I need you to be open, and I need you to release a whole bunch of things that have hurt you. And I need you to connect to me. I need you to connect to the universe, or whatever it is that you tap into in that aspect. And when you do, I need you to be, I don't need you to fix everything in 1 minute, is what I'm hearing. I need you to just flow. Just go with the flow. If it feels right, yeah, go for it. If it feels wrong or it doesn't, something feels off, pay attention to that feeling. It's probably pretty valid. Let's see if Source has anything else here. Anything else, Source? Oh, tranquility. Yeah. Some of you need a little tranquility so that you can reground, is what I'm hearing. Because of all the messages that are coming in towards you, you can't think straight, but you will get the tranquility you need. It's coming. Tolerance. You gotta be tolerant. Sorry, it's not my favorite card. Transmutation, the hydrangea. I love this flower. Okay, so you're being told to reclaim your power through the transmuting of emotions and releasing of victimization. You not only have the ability to overcome perceived obstacles, you can extinguish them by realizing you can move through them. Overcoming, releasing your power, reclaim your power through the transmuting of emotions and releasing of victimization. You not only have the ability to overcome perceived obstacles, you can extinguish them by realizing you can move through them. So if you have that, beautiful card too, if you have that attitude, intuitive, oh, hello. Archie, how can I help you? Not sure if you can hear me, so. Did you have... Anyway, guys, I'm an intuitive. If you have a question, I'll be happy to pull a card or see what message Source has for you. There's no obligation or fee or charge. I don't know how long it'll last. It's getting late, but I'll try. And hello to Archie, I think it is. Nice to see you here. Late night chat. All right, let's see what else Source has for us. Oh, wrong deck. Let's go with Clarifying Life Situations deck. Okay, guys, I've already prayed, and Clear the air. Source. Which messages? Whoa. Resurrection. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. So somebody's going through something somewhere. And if you are, just you're being told to shake it off. This is easier said than done, but you can do it. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, this is going to ignite your creation. When you let go of your past, it's like it's going to open this door for your creativity to go forward. Okay? And because you're not going to be using as much energy reflecting on things that happen that you can not control. You're being asked to let that go. Oh, okay. I don't know what that. Oh man. Okay, we got a book. Okay. Any more? Okay, we're gonna stop there and see what we have. Okay, this creative flow that you're having, or well, letting go of the past. It's gonna take. I thought I heard something. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me think here. Guys, I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry. I will try to get back on later.